and to have the great privilege and opportunity of sharing with you and being with you here in the city of Cleveland. I never feel like a stranger when I come to Cleveland because I have so many dear friends here in the ministry and in the community. And so I always look forward to coming to Cleveland with great and eager anticipation. I certainly want to thank the administration for the opportunity, and I want to thank Ms. Williams for those very kind words of introduction. As she was introducing me, I felt something like the old maid who had never been married. And one day she went to work, and the lady for whom she worked said, Ann, I hear that you're getting married. She said, no, I'm not getting married, but thank God for the rumor. And as I listened to Miss Williams, I said to myself, all of these wonderful things that she said about me can be true, but thank God for the rumor. Now I'm sure that each of you is aware of the problems that we confront in our nation, the problems that we confront in the world, the problem that we as the people confront in all of our communities all over the United States of America. It was Victor Hugo who said on one occasion that there is nothing more powerful in all the world than an idea whose time has come. And I want to assure you today that the idea whose time has come in our day, in our generation, is the idea of freedom and human dignity. Wherever people are assembled today, whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, or whether they are in Jackson, Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, New York City, or Cleveland, Ohio, the cry is always the same: we want to be free. And I would like to suggest some of the things that you must do and some of the things that all of us must do in order to be truly free. Now, the first thing that we must do is to develop within ourselves a deep sense of somebody. Don't let anybody make you feel that you are nobody. Because the minute one feels that way, he is incapable of rising to his full maturity as a person. You know, a lot of people have segregated minds, and one of the first things that the Negro must do is to desegregate his mind. I remember when I was growing up in Atlanta, Georgia, I had to go to high school on the other side of town. At that time, it was the only high school for Negroes in the whole city of Atlanta, the Booker T. Washington High School. When I was a student there, we had 7,000 students in that one school. I guess that's the reason I can't read too well now, because the teacher had to spend all the time getting the class in order and disciplining the class because it was so overcrowded. But anyway, we had to pass by all of these schools, white schools, to get to the Booker Washington High School, and I had to ride the bus from home every morning to the other side of town. And fortunately, I had parents who taught me from the very beginning that I was somebody and that I should never feel inferior. They taught all of us that, and that we should feel that we are as good as any other children. And I remember day after day getting on that bus. It was a segregated bus. Negroes had to sit in the back. And often we had to stand over empty seats because the seats up at the front were reserved for whites only. And I started getting on that bus going across town. And every time I got on the bus, even though I found myself having to take my body back to the back of the bus, I always left my mind on the front seat. And I said to myself, one of these days I'm going to put my body up there where my mind is.